Oh, crap, man. Man, that sucks. I gave such a great intro and it was ruined. But what's up, guys? What's up, guys? I don't know why my mic was muted, but we're back. We're back. I literally went through so many things, but okay, we're back. So, what's up, everybody in the chat? We have about 50 in here. If you all can hit the like, that'd be much, much appreciated. My man started drinking early. He'll figure it out. Yeah, it's been a long day, dude. It's been such a long day. I'm far behind on a lot of things. I'm probably gonna miss the first two fights, to be honest. I still got to work out, and I have a lot of research to do for tomorrow. So, way behind. It's been an exhausting day. But yeah, I'm looking forward to the card. It was a great intro. Sucks that you guys weren't able to hear it, but it happens. It happens for sure. And it was the greatest mutist. Is that a word? Intro. I agree. It was very enlightening, but just to sum it up, pretty much saying that it's a good card. It's a very good card. I like it. I think there's a lot of great fights on it, and I'm ready to make some money. But yeah. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Really do appreciate that. We'll go over some bets. We'll go over some line movement as well, and we'll talk some DK, whatever you guys really want to talk about. 3 women's MMA fights to Russell R. Jimmy's. Yep, we do have 3 women's MMA fights, and I do have a bet on just one of them. And that is going to be the Eubanks fight. Got Chris in the chat. What's up, Chris? Let's go. Let's see if I missed anything in the comments besides the muted comments, because I was going for a while. Muted. Lots of muted comments. Understandable. Good thing Zor can lip read, so Zor knows what was happening. Yeah, I don't know what was going on. That was weird. Uncle Weezy in the chat. Such a great card coming up. Shout out to Uncle Weezy. Uncle Weezy is on vacation, on a little golf trip. Hopefully not losing too many brain cells, and hopefully he is ready for Stat Diggers tomorrow night. I know he's going to be ready. What's up, Sosa? Said what's up to you, but you couldn't hear me, so now you can hear me. What's up, Sosa? How you doing? Dave in the chat. Can't wait. Me as well. I think it's a great card. Ready to make some money for sure. I'm Aspen sad her fight got canceled. To be honest, I didn't really care for it too much at all. But I was picking Lab there. Phillips or Eubanks on DK? Are we talking cash or are we talking GPP? Cash, I'd probably go with Eubanks. GPP, I'd honestly probably still go Eubanks. Both are good plays. Why do I feel like Imavov wins? I don't know. I'm pretty high on Heinisch, but yeah, if Heinisch comes out here and wants to strike with Imavov for 15 minutes, Imavov is very live to win. But if Heinisch does come in here with a good game plan of getting the fight down to the mat early and often, it could be a very tough fight for Imavov. DFS, hello, Guru. What is up? Juan, how you doing? Couldn't hear your poop the pie choice. I was kind of saying possibly Sandhagen, possibly Arce if I had to pick one or two there. Hopefully nobody poops the pie tonight, though. What is up, Evan? Honestly, I don't know. I have so many bets on this card. Will be fun, though. Or you don't have many bets? I have quite a bit of bets. I think I have like 9 bets. I did have 2 late add-ons. I put half a unit on the Gall-Williams fight to not start round 3 at plus 118, and then I put half a unit on Eubanks to win inside the distance at plus 150. Dogs are going to be barking. I hope not. At least I hope, not Paiva is not barking. I hope Paiva is not barking, and I hope not that Reed's not barking as well. Other than that, let the dogs bark. What's up, Dan, in the chat? Big Brady in the house. Heinisch via KO, and then to have the best drugs at the after party. There you go. Yep. Hopefully Heinisch does get it done. Can you speak a little about the 7K guys besides Dillashaw? I'm getting Mickey Gall in my high stakes single entry. For me in the 7K range, I have Elkins. Elkins is, I think, my second highest stone behind TJ. I have 55% Dillashaw. I have 32% Elkins. And I have 31% Costa. And then other than that, I have 22% Barber, 14% Gall, 15% Balbita. So really Dillashaw, Elkins, and Costa are my top 3 in that 7K range. Other than that, not much Paiva. I have 3% Paiva, not much Reed, 3% Reed, not much Yule, 5% Yule. Yeah, the 7K range isn't that great this week, but I do like Dillashaw, Elkins, and Costa down there. What's up, Jax Ray? How you doing? Belbita, where's the love? Sup, dude? Yeah, Belbita, I don't know. It's a tough fight, especially after seeing Goldie at the weigh-ins. She was at Jack City. I was tempted on betting Belbita earlier in the week, but now she's like a pretty decent favorite, I think. Let me see. Which is crazy. I mean, I don't know if I'd bet Belbita as a favorite. Yeah, she's minus 118 right now. So yeah, I don't know. Or if you're talking DK, I do have some Belbita there. What is up, Taylor? Let's go. Let's make some money. I agree. I feel like you almost never hedge, Brady. Yeah, not really. Hedging is not really something I like to do. Does diabetes help Williams to win? I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Belbita Goldie's People's Main Event. Yes, sir. I probably won't watch it. I have a lot of stuff to do. I'm way behind. So I might miss the Belbita Goldie fight, which I don't really care about too much. Elkin's gonna get finished. He could if he could get finished first round. I do have the under in that fight, so I wouldn't completely hate that. I was watching old Dillashaw fights, man, and God, it's not hard to buy the hype, but I think Sammy gets it done. Yeah, it's tough, man. It's tough because if Dillashaw does show up and he's anything like he was a couple of years ago, it's gonna be a very close and competitive fight. So we just don't know, though. We just don't know. I'm not playing Allen at all on DraftKings. I have 50% Allen, 50% Soriano. Right down the middle, I think someone gets finished. Goldie with the sub, it could happen. Belbita has been submitted like 4 times. I saw Goldie just got her purple belt as well. And yeah, it could happen for sure. It's just, I don't know. Goldie never goes for takedowns. It'd have to be like an armbar from guard type situation. Dev the dude, let's go Maverick, Minner, Phillips, and Sandman. I like it. I'm on all of those, or at least picking all of those except Minner. I am picking Elkins, but I did bet the under instead, so I'd be fine with a Minner first round finish. Put a bet on all the favorites besides Minner. Never say never. Yeah, I personally think a lot of favorites are going to win tonight, but the majority of people think that the dogs will be barking. Who do you think are the highest owned? Let me take a look. I think Sandhagen and Yanez are going to be the 2 highest owned, and Dillashaw up there as well. I think those are the highest 3. Sandhagen, Dillashaw, and Yanez. Will my Yanez, Phillips, Sandhagen parlay hit? I think so. Not something I'd do personally, but I'd say it hits. He likes Costa as well. Yeah, I bet the fight doesn't go to decision, so I'm fine with anybody getting finished. Maybe Dr. PayPal. Yeah, Dr. PayPal, if he's in the chat, he can help out with the Jordan Williams questions. He is a licensed doctor. When you say core plays, what is the percentage you look to get them at? It all depends, really. I mean, for my core plays, I went really heavy on Soriano. I have 49%. I have a lot of the main event as well. I have a lot of the main or the Allen Soriano fight in general. I have 44% Yanez, 43% Eubanks, so it really all just depends on the slate. But usually when they're in my core, they're in my cash lineup or single entry lineup as well. Are you liking Maverick on DraftKings? A little bit. I do have 33% Maverick. That's not terrible. And I do have 22% Barber. So yeah, I don't hate her. Top 3 dogs on decals, thinking about Belbita, Elkins, and Barber. For me, it's going to be Elkins, Dillashaw, and Costa. But Belbita and Barber aren't horrible. Costa and Elkins are set fire 7K picks, in my opinion. Yep, I agree. I think they have a lot of upside. Dr. PayPal is equivalent to the dentist from the Hangover movie. I agree. Eubanks' cardio is so bad. Yep, that's the narrative. We'll see. I personally don't think it's going to get to the 3rd round, so we don't have to worry about that. But even if it did, I think it'll be okay. Phillips and Eubanks parlay at minus 155. Do you think it's too chalky to hit? No. I have pretty big bets on both of those fighters, so hopefully it hits for you. Appreciate that. Sandman all day. Yeah, I'm picking Sandman. Not overly confident in it, though. I think it's a really bad idea to bet on Eubanks. He just isn't good. Oh, man. I don't know. I bet Eubanks pretty heavily and then added on to her as well. So I'm pretty confident, but we'll see. Dogs, Yule, Costa, and Imavov. I'm going the other way on all three of those. I think Yule has a decent chance to win, but not confident enough to bet it, to be honest. Yeah, lots of Elise Reed fans out there. I just don't get it. If you watch the tape on her, I mean, she gets taken down so easily, and she's a 115er. She's fought at atom weight. I mean, just like Ruiz last week. A lot of people were on Ruiz. I was like, what's going on? But I mean, we'll see. Eubanks is a lock. Yeah, I don't say anything's a lock, really much at all. But if I was to pick a lock, it would be Eubanks. Is the Eubanks fight off? I'm not seeing it on MGM. Not that I know of. But I hope not. That'd be terrible. Eubanks versus Philip DK points. It's tough. I mean, I'm personally going a little bit more on the Eubanks side because she has takedown upside. Reed can be taken down easily, and I think she has finish upside as well. But Phillips can score good as well, so it's tough. Reed looked terrified at face. I'd be terrified too. It's a huge step up in competition from the fighter she's been fighting. How do you feel about Phillips over Eubanks and Cash? I mean, it's fine, but I personally want Eubanks over Phillips. Discord will be popping tonight. Yes, sir, it will. I have a feeling main event won't be optimal. I don't know. I kind of think it will be, especially at the price tags they're at. But if it's not, I'm kind of screwed because I went like 100% in. Yep, Eubanks did look angry. She looked good. Was waiting to see if she did make weight, and she did, which that was nice. If I knew she was going to make weight, I would have max bet Eubanks, but there were the question marks about her making weight. So I did go 2.5 units last week, but I did add on half a unit inside the distance. Ian didn't look scared. Ian's never scared of anything. Come on. Ian didn't look scared. How to watch UFC? ESPN Plus. I'm not sure if it's on ESPN tonight. You lost the third round to Erwin Rivera. Reason enough. Yeah, RSA should get it. Costa, Dillashaw, Eubanks, Heinisch, Maverick, Phillips. Picking all of them, or are you parlaying them up? Horny Carpenter. Are we going to eat tonight or what? I hope so. Hopefully. That's the plan. That is the plan. UFC is turning into Invicta. I don't know about that. Sandhagen's ground game is weak. His takedown defense is weak. His ground game's not weak. But, he did get submitted by Sterling, which no shame in that, really. TJ submits him easily. Interesting. 0.1 units on Minner around 1 sub plus 1,000. Not terrible. That's how he wins, right? That's probably how he wins. Exactly, Dan. Exactly. Whole cards on ESPN. There you go. Did you watch the Paige Van Zandt Ostovich fight with Lotion by your side? No, I did not. But I remember a lot of people saying parlay up Paige on my live stream last night. Good thing I didn't. But yeah, that's crazy, right? Paige lost to Ostovich. Weird. Who is your highest owned dog roster? Dillashaw is my highest owned dog. After Dillashaw, it's going to be Darren Elkins. It goes Dillashaw 55, Darren Elkins 32, and then Randy Costa 31. Barber 22, Belbita 15. Those are my top 5, and then Gall. Sandman, he's saying Sandman sub. Yeah, I don't know if anybody's going to sub. I think someone's getting knocked out. TJ tests for hot PEDs. I'm betting that. I don't think he will. Yeah, Sandhagen does have a good ground game. Reed only been subbed at one time back in 2015 despite the takedown defense. Well, she only has 4 fights, though, Only has 4 fights. And she's the competition. I mean, she's fighting some small fighters. Eubanks is going to be huge. Paige Van Zandt isn't doing her OnlyFans any favors with that facial battery. Yeah, definitely not. Who you got, TJ or Sandhagen? And how do they win? I'm going Sandhagen personally, but I hate the line. Like it's like a dog or pass situation. Because if Dillashaw does come back and he looks anything like he did a couple years ago, it's gonna be a close fight. Yeah, it's crazy. Minus 215 Sandhagen. I just don't get it. But I'll take Sandhagen because there are question marks with Dillashaw with the suspension, the layoff, the age. So we'll go with the more younger, active, the bigger Sandhagen here. But man, I think it could be a lot more competitive if Dillashaw is the Dillashaw of old, but we don't know. Terrible matchup for Costa. Giannis is so much more technical. Could be. I mean, but Costa is dangerous, man. I think Williams gets a knockout. What is up, Cam? Hi, Brady. Good luck on your best tonight. Good luck to yours as well. Hopefully you do well. Let's see what we got in here. Fev's saying they're both hot. There you go. Personally, I don't think any bantamweight can compete with Dillashaw if he is the Dillashaw of old. Yeah. I mean, I think it is if it is the Dillashaw of old, which kind of a big if, but I do think it'll be a very, very competitive fight, or I at least don't think Sandhagen will look minus 200 or minus 215. I'll say that. But yeah, lots of money coming in on Sandhagen. Looks like the line on Phillips kind of staying around that minus 275, minus 280. Everybody's saying the line's off, but the line keeps getting wider. Interesting. Yeah, kind of thought more money would come in on the Elkins side. See a lot of people on the Elkins side. Money's been coming on Maverick throughout the week now, minus 155. No way I would bet that. Back to a pick'em. Soriano was getting a lot of love. I think it was like minus 125, minus 130, but is now back to a pick'em there. Heinrich minus 163. Yeah, Eubanks has gained a ton of steam, man. Ton of steam. Minus 450 now. And I agree with it. I think it could be wider, to be honest. I think it absolutely could be wider. But yeah, minus 450 is definitely accurate. Definitely accurate. Yeah, Lemos was a big favorite last week. A lot of people didn't agree with that. She certainly looked like it, man. And I think Eubanks doesn't make it look as dominant as Lemos, but I do think she gets a finish here. And then Belbita is now the slight fade, minus 113. So a little bit of line movement throughout the week. Nothing too crazy outside of Eubanks. The line has moved a ton. Does Soriano win? I hope so. I have a bet on him. Your pick for Fire of the Night, that's a tough one. There's so many great fights. You got to go with Giannis and Costa, right? I'll say Giannis and Costa. But Soriano Allen is in contention for Fight of the Night. Sandhagen Dillashaw is in contention for Fight of the Night. Phillips Paiva is in contention for Fight of the Night. Derek Minner, Elkins, like all these fights have potential to be Fight of the Night. Even like Williams Gall could be fun, It's going to be ugly, but it could be fun. Minner is a good contrarian play for DK if people are high on Elkins. It definitely could be. Because if he wins, he's going to score very good. You'll Ars. I got Ars. Arte. Who you got between Lawler or Dia? I have no clue. I haven't even looked at it. I think who they have as a favorite. I think they have Robbie Lawler as like a slight favorite. This is a tough fight to call, man. We haven't seen Diaz fight in years. And then Lawler's looked horrible. So who knows? I won't be betting on that fight either way, but I haven't looked into it. Eubanks, Gall Williams does not go the distance. Soriano Heinisch, Maverick 50 to win 6 to 78. There you go. Good luck. I agree with everything, so hopefully it hits. Lemos has great hands. Imagine her and Bill. I could not imagine that. Lemos is a beast, man. Bisping seems to like Dillashaw. Yeah, not betting either way for me. The pick is going to be Sandhagen for me, but just really sketched out about the line. Giannis Costa Fight of the Night. I agree. I think that's probably the easy pick for sure. Elkins to win a decision. I hope not, but it's possible. Who do you think will be low owned on DraftKings? I thought Aspen Ladd was going to be really low owned because she was right next to Giannis and Sandhagen. But low owned will be, guys like Julio Arce is going to be low owned. Goldie Belbita, that fight in general is going to be very low owned. Probably those. Everybody else is probably going to have some ownership. But yeah, Arce, Yule, that fight's going to be low owned. Reed will be low owned. Goldie Belbita, those will be low owned. That's about really it. 11 fight slate. Chicks named Amanda from Brazil just hit different. I agree. Williams throws a lot, right? Yes, he throws a ton. Tons of volume. Tons of volume. I think it will score well if it does go to decision. Yep. Yeah, next week's horrible. I've been looking into next week a little bit. I have a lot of work to do left, but next week's card is not great. And usually I try to be, excited about all cards, but next week is not good at all. Yeah, next week is not great. Fights that are most likely to go to decision, probably the Goldie Belbita, probably Yul Arce, I think Heinisch and Imavov, probably Maverick Barber. Other than that, I see some finishes. DG in the chat. What is up, DG? Good luck tonight on your bets. He does not like Dillashaw. Believes that him off the juice will hurt him. We'll see. What's up, Dominic? What big up Brady fam? What's up? Good luck, guys. Great content. Appreciate that. Any websites for the fights? I think it's just on ESPN. Interlow owned, maybe. I don't know if he would be or not. He has a ton of upside. Yeah, Minner. If Minner wins, he's going to score very good. Yanez, Soriano Phillips. I like them all. Which fights will be fun? We'll have friends over and don't want to show them the hugging fest. The fights that will be fun will be Williams Gall. I think will be fun. Even like Heinisch Imavov will be fun. Soriano Allen for sure. Yanez Costa, Maverick Barber, Minner Elkins, Paiva, Phillips. I think everything will be fun after the first three fights. Which are not great, to be honest. Julio Arce, Andre Yule. To be honest, not looking forward to that one all that much. Eubanks Reed. I have a lot of money on Eubanks, but probably not going to be the most competitive fight. And then Goldie Belbita really could care less. So after that, I think the card is phenomenal. After those three fights, so I'll probably be getting my workout in during those three fights, and start really watching after that. Heinisch decision, Maverick decision. Yeah, I kind of agree with that. Kyler Phillips knockout of the night. That'd be sweet, man. I'd love him to knock out Paiva. I would love that. That'd be awesome. Take my shot at Sandhagen at KOTKO. If he does win, it's the only way I see him winning. I kind of agree with that as well. Good luck tonight, fellas. Good luck to you as well. Don't panic, RS. Is the damage Elkins? What about him? Yeah, he's the damage. He is the damage. Do we know what injury canceled the Makome? No, we don't. At least I don't. Haven't heard anything. I do know that it was on that she is onside, though. What is the best DFS event to play in your opinion, or are they all similar? I'd say like the 20 max or the 150 max are my personal favorites. But if you're just kind of like starting out, they have like a $1 20 max. And then double ups I think are very good just to start out. Remember a few years back, all I would do, it would just be double ups each week. That's a great way to build the bankroll. I definitely had Lamos in that fight easily, but Eubanks doesn't impress me. I mean, but look who she's fighting. I mean, you take a look at Eubanks' record, and then take a look at Reed's record. It's disgusting. Just the comparison of the two. I mean, we'll see. You could be right, JH, but if you're right, I'm going to be losing a lot of money. Kyler Phillips knockout of the night. We already read that. The only hope for next week is that we get the Dawkins fight. Yeah, Dawkins is on that card. But man, yeah, that's about it. I mean, that the card next week, it's so bad. It's so bad. There's a couple fights that stick out and look good and all that, but it's terrible. Alex with the $5 dono. Appreciate that, Alex. Looking forward to the card. Hoping for a Sandhagen KO for my birthday. Oh, happy birthday, dude. And some other fun fights tonight. Thanks, Brady, for the content as always. I appreciate the dono, man, and happy birthday. And hopefully you win some money and get to watch some fun fights. I do think it's to be a great card there. So definitely always a fun time to be able to watch fights on your birthday for sure. Streaming a website. I don't know why you keep asking that, man. I don't know. I'm not the guy to ask for that. Maybe somebody else can help you out. I'm going to have you on Maverick and DK hoping for high control time. Yeah, Maverick, I think ton of volume, takedowns, control time as well. Next week is a great time to go on vacation. Yeah, and it's 15 fights. I don't know why they do that to us. 15 fights. It makes it really hard for me, especially because I got to, especially with the new show, Stat Diggers, got to do a lot of research tonight. Probably during the fights, I'm going to have to research as well. And then tomorrow all day, it's just going to be, it's going to be terrible. How do you feel about the over 1.5 Giannis Costa? It's probably plus money, right? Or close to it. I wouldn't do it, but it's going to be like a very sweaty over. Considering Costa's never seen that over 1.5 mark ever. I personally think it does go under. Next week, Bellator have a stat. Yeah, I heard the Bellator card's better than the UFC card. Next week looks bad on paper, but sometimes those end up being the best cards. Sometimes, but it's really hard to make a case for this one. Really hard. I mean, and I'm sure we're going to lose a couple fights here and there as well. I don't know. Works finally optimal. I'd be shocked if it was, to be honest. I'd be really shocked if it was. But hey, it could be, and if it is, it's going to be very low owned. Heinisch or Maverick, who are you more confident in? Heinisch. Top 2 favorite dogs on DK are going to be Dillashaw and Elkins. Top 2 dogs in terms of like betting, probably, well, Belbita was a dog. Now she's not. Probably same thing, Elkins, Dillashaw. But I don't have a bet on either. Besides, I have Elkins sprinkle in that 3rd round. What do you think of DraftKings as a stock pick on Robinhood? I don't know. I don't know. What's up, North Ender? Let's go, Brady. Let's go. Good luck tonight. Key versus Pitbull next week. Yep, great fight. Lock of the night, Eubanks. I usually don't give out a lock of the night, but I'll say Eubanks. Is Heinisch a lock now? What's up, Vince, in the chat? Brady Mob, let's go. Let's go. Who's the parlay killer? Probably Sandhagen, if anything. Sandhagen or Arce. I love the fights are on tonight meme. What meme is that? Yes, sir. Send it. I agree. Because the next week's card is so AIDS, everyone needs to tune into Stat Diggers this week for the fact that Brady and Weezy still researched that trash for us. That's dedication. Yeah, it's true. Definitely true. Can be tough, but got to do it. Maverick or Barber? I got Maverick. I'm not confident at all, though. Winner of Giannis Costa fights O'Malley. How do you think that goes? I'd love to see that fight. I just don't think they're going to make that fight. I just don't think they'd make that fight. Giannis versus O'Malley would be an absolute. Both guys versus O'Malley would be a banger, but just not a fight they'd make. I'm finishing up the data for next week's card, and yeah, it's ugly. Yeah, I couldn't imagine. But yeah, shout out to Weezy. Put it in the work on vacation. Put it in the work on vacation. Shout out to Weezy. Maverick is the lock of the night. I don't know about that, but yeah, a lot of people are really confident in Maverick. I'm picking her to win, but Barbara looked really good at the weigh-ins. She looked different. She looked like she has a chip on her shoulder. Looked like she put on some muscle. She looked mean. She looked angry. So we'll see. Costa and Goldie looking nice. Are we talking about in terms of the looks, or are you talking about in terms of the plays, or what? Lock of the night. Eubanks, if anything. She's with a stress fracture there in her foot going into the fight. And she had a stress fracture going into the fight. Okay. So she couldn't walk or put weight on it. Yeah. Well, good thing she pulled out then. Brady, when you used to play double ups, I still play double ups every week, but I don't go like as heavy as I used to do. Like when I a couple of years ago, I'd do like I'd max like the $5 double up or like the $10 double up or both. But did you make one lineup and enter it many times in different contests or a bunch of different? No, I do the same one. I live and die on the same one. Yep, single entries as well. Love single entries for sure. Never trust. I don't think the price tag's wide enough, to be honest. After taping, I was like, man, Eubanks should be minus 1,000. To be honest, if it wasn't for the question marks of the weight cut, of the gas tank, and of the age, but man, she should win this fight 9 times out of 10. Are any fights canceled? Not that I know of. Hit the like, yes sir. About 300 in if y'all can hit the like, that'd be much appreciated. If Dillashaw makes it to 3 rounds, I think you make value at his price. Yeah, he could, especially with takedowns. Sandhagen with a 30% takedown defense. Curious to see what game plan that Sandhagen comes in with. Who scores more, Heinisch or Maverick? I have like the same amount of both. I'd lean. It's tough. I think Maverick has more upside, but I think Heinisch is a little bit safer. I think they I flip the coin on that one. I'd probably go with Maverick for the upside. Bro just spent $5 a month to get ESPN Plus. You look like a fool asking for stream links. Yeah, that's just $5. 15 fights, maybe 1 or 2. Yeah, you got to imagine a couple fights can be off. Uncle Weezy laying in that work for us on holiday. You are a weapon. Yep, shout out to Uncle Weezy. Brady, do watch Tough. This season I have not yet. I'm going to kind of try to like watch it all at once when I have the time. We are getting a week off pretty soon. I think in like a couple weeks. On that week off, I will be catching up on it, but just have not had the time lately. It's been really hectic, especially with the new Stat Digger show, having to get everything done, at a certain time. So just busy nonstop. JH, my man. That's hilarious. Yeah, appreciate the dono. 50 dono. There you go. This will help with the money Eubanks loses you, baby. Good luck. Wow. Appreciate that. Yeah. Well, man, yeah, appreciate that. I hope Eubanks still gets it done, and I get that 50 as well. But yeah, if you're right, that 50 will definitely it'll help stop the bleeding. But hopefully Eubanks gets it done. That's awesome. I've never had anybody do that. Appreciate that, JH. How do I tip? Shows up on the stream. Yep, it showed up on the stream for sure. Shout out to you. Wow, you must be very confident, Reed. Knockout of the night. Probably something in that Giannis Costa fight, right? Is Eubanks a bad FanDuel play? Well, she's $23 on FanDuel, right? I do probably think there's better options. Do the DFS prices move with the betting lines? Originally, yeah, but when the betting lines move, the DFS prices are stayed put. They only move once when they're first put out. Stock advice, yeah. I mean, I do some stocks here and there, but I'm probably not the guy to go to for that type of advice. Danny Betts in the chat. What's up, Danny? Let's get this money, Brady. Yes, sir. Good luck on your bets, Danny. Go check out Danny and the boys over on Pub Sports Radio. They will be going live in about 24 minutes, live commentary, live betting. And they've been killing it lately. They have been killing it lately, so go check them out. I don't know if I will be able to hop on or not. I have so much stuff to do. I'll probably be taping next week's card during the fight, so we'll see. But yeah, go check them out. Next week is so bad, in fact, that I'll have to call 1-800-GAMBLER on myself for making bets on it. Yeah, there's like nothing that really sticks out in terms of a betting perspective. Besides one thing. One thing does stick out. A violence bet does stick out, but we don't have lines for that yet. Elkins get the win. Yeah, I think so, but Minner's going to be very dangerous early. Thoughts on Dillashaw sub plus 1200? Can he get it to the ground? I do think he can get it to the ground. I just don't think he can get it sub, but go for it. If you think you think there's a value, go for it. Taking a break from today's card. I'm busy with other stuff. No shame in that. If you're busy, catch up on it later. All good. I mean, we're missing some good fights tonight, but if you have stuff to do, take care of it. The Jack Attack in the chat, all in on Puna. Yeah, I like Puna as well. Not like overly confident in it, but I think it's a solid matchup for him. Is KB Bueller fighting? I think you ask that question every week, dude. Is KB Bueller fighting tonight? No, not tonight, sadly. I think he got cut, actually, so we won't ever see him fight in the UFC, more than likely. Which sucks, but let's get this money. I agree. Actually, like the fight card next week if it's stacked and a bit more tricky. Yeah, tricky to say the least, man. Tricky to say the least. Jordan Williams over Gall. Yeah, Jordan Williams has very good takedown defense. Very good takedown defense. And I think Gall, to have success, is going to need to get takedowns. And on the feet, although Williams is very hittable, so is Gall. I think they're just going to slug it out until one man falls. So I think Williams has a very good chance of knocking out Gall here. Jason Witt fight week. Oh, my goodness. Yeah. Witt going against Barberena. I already see people parlaying minus 300 Barberena. I would not do that. But yeah, Witt has one of the worst chins in UFC history. But then again, we said it about Malcolm Gordon. We said Malcolm Gordon has the worst chin in UFC history. And what did Malcolm Gordon do? Take down in the first 2 seconds of the fight. What should Jason Witt do? Take down in the first 2 seconds of the fight. What's your favorite after Eubanks? Kyler Phillips. My most confident picks in order go Eubanks, then Kyler Phillips. After that, there's a lot of tricky fights. Eubanks, Kyler Phillips, then probably Ian Heinisch. Then after that, Yanez, I guess, but I'm not like overly confident. It's a tricky week, but I do like Eubanks and Phillips get it done. Pretty heavy on both of those. If both of those hit, it should be a solid night. Appreciate that, Chase. I just got you on the like. Appreciate that. Yeah, if we get the likes, that'd be much appreciated. Dollar sign was like 69. Yeah. If we can get 100 likes by the time we get out of here, that'd be appreciated a ton. Hey Brady, first, thanks for all the time you put in this. No problem, man. What's your favorite bet for someone who was degenerate enough to bet Paige Van Zandt the other night? Yeah, trust me, you weren't the only one. I've seen a lot of people coming into my stream last night saying, parlay Paige Van Zandt. Paige is a lock. So it's not just you. But I like Eubanks quite a bit. I like Phillips quite a bit. And I like the Brendan Allen Soriano fight to end inside the distance. And I like the Yanez Costa fight to end inside the distance. Those are all probably my biggest plays. Yeah, you got to think Witt in that fight. Somebody probably does get finished. No, I probably won't max bet that, but I do think somebody probably gets finished in that fight. But then again, I don't know. If Witt can get takedowns, he can make it competitive. Barberena was taken down he's taken like 4 or 5 times by Anthony Ivy. So that's not good. Where's MMA Prediction Guru's bot in here? I think he put all the bot stuff to rest. Dillashaw and Paiva for my dogs. Don't hate the Dillashaw. Paiva, I hope not. I'm very high on Phillips. But good luck to you. Got your lunch money on Soriano. I'm on Soriano as well with you there. Dillashaw going to win. He could. If he gets it to the mat, there's a very good chance he does. It's just a big if, in my opinion. I like Allen's distance on Soriano. Paiva by robbery. Could happen. He won by robbery his last fight. Yeah, KB's not great. Sean O'Malley versus Dana Baccarel. Could that fight happen? Maybe. I'd like to see it, but I don't know. I don't know who they're going to match up Sean O'Malley against. You got to imagine they're going to match up against somebody ranked, but we'll see. First match is commencing in 18 minutes at 4. My favorite fighter is probably my favorite women's MMA fighter is going to be Amanda Nunes, and my favorite male fighter, it's a tough one. Probably John Jones. I know a lot of people hate John Jones, but he's always been my favorite, so I'm going to stick with him. Although I don't agree with what he's doing. He hasn't fought in so long. I like Ngannou as well. Prelim starting 20 minutes, but the first fight won't be on for a half. Is that so? Is that true? I hope you're right, because I have to get this workout in. Giannis is a prospect. Yep. So is Costa. He looked terrible. He looked horrible. I had a bet on Barberena. I was like, what is going on? You're letting Anthony Ivy take you down 5-6 times, and then now he's minus 300. I think it's the Malcolm Gordon effect we're getting for that fight. I definitely do, because Witt, he's not bad. Witt is not bad. It's just the chin. Kind of like the same thing with Malcolm Gordon. Malcolm Gordon's not bad. It's just the chin. So if Witt does shoot takedowns right away, he has a very good chance of winning the fight. But there's a very good chance he does the worm right away. Yeah, very good chance. But yeah, I didn't think Barberena looked good. Yeah, I added on a half a unit on Eubanks inside the distance, plus 150. Let's have an early funeral for Jason Witt next week going against Brian Barberena. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not as confident as the minus 300 indicates, but there is a good chance he gets knocked out. Hey, like number 97. There we go. Three more. Minus 350 Paige Van Zandt. Yeah, not something I'd personally do ever. What's up, Brady? Shout out to Jeffy. What is up? Appreciate that, Justin. Thanks for hanging out. Maverick or Minner, better DK play. If we're talking cash, Maverick. If we're talking tournaments, either's fine. I think Minner, if he wins, it's going to be a first round finish. And I think if Maverick wins, it's going to be a ton of volume, a ton of takedowns, some control time as well. Let me tell you. I mean, I have 39% Minner, and I have 33% Maverick. So I went a little bit heavier on the Minner side for that first round upside. And I think that fight in general, the Elkins-Minner fight, is going to score very well. Fight of the night, Giannis Costa, if I had to pick one. Any over-under plays? Thanks, Brady. Yeah, I like the under in the Allen Soriano fight, the alternative under 2.5. I think on DK Sportsbook it was like minus 195. And then I like the alternative under in the Yanez and Costa. I think I saw it at minus 175 on DraftKings, which was crazy. What other under or over? RCU probably goes over, but I'm imagining the over is like minus 200. Oh, a Jordan Williams, Mickey Gall, the under 2.5 is pretty solid, minus 120. Don't hate that. I personally did the fight does not start round 3. Minner Elkins, I have the under 2.5 there, but I got it at plus 145. It's like minus 105 now. Don't feel bad if you bet Paige Van Zandt. I bet Askren to beat Jake Paul. Well, there you go. It happens. You know, people make bad bets. Even me, I've made some bad bets for sure. What was your last max bet? It was Paul Craig, Jamal Hill. Fight doesn't go to decision. I think it was like minus 235. I got it at, or minus 240. That was my last max bet, and my only one of the year so far. It was almost Eubanks. But I did have some question marks. Don't know when my next max bet will be. Maybe soon. Hey, Reddy, how do you think Corey Sandhagen can deal with the wrestling? I actually worked with him at a children's home in Denver, quality guy, and I really want to see him get it done. Yeah, so if Dillashaw does choose to go to the wrestling, I think he'll have success. It's just Corey Sandhagen, he knows that he can be taken down. So his get-up game is phenomenal, and he threatens with submissions to get reversals and sweeps. So even though Dillashaw is going to take him down more often than not, I do think Sandhagen has a very good get-up game, and I don't think Dillashaw is going to be able to control him. So I don't think he'll do well with the wrestling if Dillashaw does come in there with that game plan, but I don't think Dillashaw will have much success on the mat. Tipsters love Paiva this week. Kind of scary. Yep, lots of sharp guys on Paiva. I am on Phillips. I think they're playing a percentage. They think the line's off. I think it's off a tad, but not much, to be honest. So we'll see. We'll definitely see. Over under for Dillashaw Sandhagen. I think it's set at what, 3.5. I don't know. Probably under, but not confident. Got a max bet on Soriano. He's getting it inside the distance. I hope so. Yeah, I have a bet on him as well. Not a max bet though. Miranda Maverick will be contending for a belt in the future. She very well could. She's young. She's 23, 24 years old. So yeah, she has a ton of upside and just a massive improvement she's been making fight after fight. I kind of agree with that. I don't understand why everyone is so high on Babita. I don't think anyone is very high on her. I just think they're kind of betting the line there. I think it was more so because Babita was at plus 160. I really don't. I hope nobody's betting Babita here at minus 110. I mean, I don't really think anybody would do that. You never know. Nick Diaz coming back to the UFC. That's awesome. Can't wait for that. It is a safe space. I mean, everybody has their best that did not work out well, including me. I wasn't expecting Paige to lose, but did not bet it personally. John Jones, the real GOAT. Yeah, I love John Jones. I know people hate him, but I like him as a fighter, you know? John Jones versus Jerry would be sick. Oh, that'd be sweet. That'd be a great fight, yeah. Hopefully John comes back soon. I'm not crazy confident in Elkins, to be honest. Like, I have the under instead because I think it covers both sides, whether it's Minner early or Elkins late. Not enough confidence to actually pull the trigger because he's like 37 years old. He's looked awful lately, taking a ton of damage. Minner's more in his prime, so yeah, Minner's very, very live. But if Minner's not able to submit Elkins early, Elkins is going to be very live. But yeah, a lot of people on Elkins, a lot of very short people on Elkins. I get it. What can I parlay Phillips to win? I already have one with Puna, Heinrich, and Yanez. Phillips parlayed with like the Allen Soriano fight doesn't go to decision, or the Yanez Costa fight doesn't go to decision, or Eubanks. Either one of those, I think would work. Just my 2 cents in the chat. What is up, 2 cents? Best of luck to you as well. Good luck on your bets if you have any, and good luck on your picks. Should be a fun card. Max bet Mason Jones. Yeah, I went pretty heavy on Mason Jones. I want to say I went like 3.5 units. It was at that time my biggest play of the year. Still upset about that one. Jamal Hill, Jimmy Crute. Yep. If Jimmy Crute wrestles, it's going to be an easy night. But Jimmy Crute decided not to against Anthony Smith and got his leg broke. What do you like doing more, betting on UFC or playing UFC on DraftKings? I definitely would have, a couple of years ago, this answer would have been different, but I think now I'm more like into the betting. But a couple of years ago, I was more into the DraftKings, but I like both. I do both. I like to have like a good mixture of both as well. Both are fun. I love both of them. DFS, no thank you, sir. That isn't moving. My bad, guys. If I miss anything. Woody did look huge at the weigh-ins. Not sure if I even want to anything to do with the fight. Yeah, especially now, right? Like, if you got in early, yeah, good job. Like plus 160, but now I would not touch it at all. Supposedly Sandhagen got the better of TJ in sparring. Yep, that's the rumor. That is the rumor. Yeah, I heard that. That made me feel a lot better. James Krause is on Phillips. He said it was his lock of the night as well. So that's all you need to know. Exactly. He's the real. I just don't get the Paiva love, I just don't get it. We'll see, though. We'll see. But I think Phillips wins this fight pretty convincingly. Goldie, definitely not a lock. Too many people overlooking Barber in here. I agree. As somebody that's picking Maverick, I agree with your statement there. I think Allen can get this on the ground and finish Soriano. Yep, if he can get it to the ground, he will. Finish Soriano. Are you a good kisser, TFS? What does that have to do with fights, man? Come on. And you'll never find out either. You'll never find out if I am or not. Milk me. Come on. Hit that like. I agree. Let's hit the like. I do want to remind you guys that me and Uncle Weezy will be going live tomorrow, 7 o'clock or 7:15 p.m. Eastern Time on Pub Sports Radio. Breaking down UFC. I believe it's Vegas 33. Strickland Hall. I already taped the main event. I already have some thoughts on that. Should be a good show. 15 fights. Lots to talk about. Stat Digger seems like it's really doing well. I mean, it's growing week after week. People really seem to like it, so we'll definitely keep doing it. Yeah, no truth to that at all. At least not that I know of. Over under an easy over. Are the fights on tonight? Yes, sir. They are. They're on pretty soon, actually. We have Matt the Mick. What is up, Matt? Right on. Appreciate the $10 dono. Good luck to you. Good luck on your bets tonight as well. Yeah, again, appreciate that a ton. Really does help out. Dude, you are idiots saying Barber's going to win. Dude, Maverick is going to destroy her. I think it'll be competitive, but I think Maverick does get it done. Let's get this bag. I agree. Let's get it. Pretty soon here, we'll go over the Tapology, and then I'll go over my bets. What's up, Payne? How you doing, Payne? Yana's going to sleep. You good? Got you on the big screen. There you go. On the big screen. Yeah, I like watching YouTube videos on the big screen. It's awesome. Subscribe and like. Enjoy the fights. I appreciate that, Dale. Enjoy the fights yourself. Some good fights tonight. Did you bet McGregor? No, I did not. But I went pretty heavy on the fight doesn't go to decision in a parlay with, I believe it was O'Malley. Fight doesn't go to decision. But no, I did not bet McGregor. KB Bueller is a good kisser. I don't know about that. And I don't really want to find out, to be honest. PJ wins. I see him moving to a game show host like a deal or no deal type deal. I mean, I don't know. Maybe Mickey Gall's path to victory is, I don't know, like obviously getting to the mat, but I don't know, dude. Maybe it had to be like Williams gassing out, but even then, like Gall gasses out. I don't know. If he can get it to the mat, that's his path to victory, but I think it's kind of a big if. What's up, Flo? Watch your channel grow, man. Love it. Appreciate that. Yeah, growing pretty good. All thanks to you guys. Thoughts on Ian winning? I hope so. I happen to win. You think Phillips submits or TKO? If I had to pick one, I would say KO. 5 is a black belt. Okay. Exactly, Dan. Exactly. All right, so quickly we will go through the Tapology and then we'll go through my bets and we'll head out of here. We have about 5 minutes. So, yeah, what the heck's going on here? Goldie, 72%. Here, I don't know if you guys can see it. We'll zoom in a little bit. Goldie, 72%. That's interesting because everybody's betting Balbita. That makes no sense to me. You bank 70%. I really do think that should be closer to the 90% range, but there are some people on Reed. Just like there were people on Ruiz last week, I do think it's going to be Eubanks in very dominant fashion, but you never know. Eubanks has dropped the ball before, so we'll definitely see, but I'm pretty heavy on Eubanks here. RSA, 73%, Williams, 71%, Ian Heinisch, 74%. Then we have Soriano, 65% to Brendan Allen. The line definitely doesn't indicate that. The line does have it at a pick 'em, but we do see a ton of love on the Soriano side, or at least I do. In terms of social media, obviously a lot of you guys in the chat as well. Adrian Yanez 85%, Costa 15%. Yanez is the second highest picked on the entire card. Maverick 76%. The line definitely does not indicate that. Minner Elkins, a lot of people on Minner 73%, and I see a lot of people betting Elkins. 91% Kyler Phillips, which is interesting. I see a lot of love for Piven, at least in terms of like people betting him for some reason. But yeah, 91% on Phillips, making him the highest picked, which typically does not end well. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. And then Sandhagen, 79%, Dillashaw, 21%. So yeah, not much really sticks out other than Goldie, 72%. That kind of surprises me. Yeah, I mean, Yana is probably a little bit high there. But yeah, should be a fun card. Minner surprised me a little bit, 73%. I see a lot of people on Elkins, including me. But yeah, should be a great card there. This podcast was trash. Thank you, Young Nasty. Thank you for hanging out. Really do appreciate that. Good luck to you, Rob, as well. The old weigh-in flip, yes, sir. Young Nasty is trash. I do agree. I do agree with that. I'm scared if I make a channel, it will be this trash. I'd like to see you make a channel, Young Nasty. I'd like to see you make a channel for sure. Make one. Send me the link, and I'll definitely check it out. I'm ready. Let's go. Yes, sir. Eubanks will get the finish. I hope so. Goldie will win. She could. I mean, she looked jacked to the max. Is it? You never know who these guys are. Like, if you're gonna talk crap, at least have your real name and have your picture. I don't mind anybody talking crap, but just have your real name and have your picture. Don't hide behind a fake account, guys. Just not a good look. I checked him out, Dev. Everybody go check out Dev's pics on Insta. I think I'll have to knock Ian Heinisch out, or I think Ian Heinisch will for some reason not have to wrestle, which Heinisch always wrestles. So we'll see. I just looked up your winning odds this year, 47%. Might as well guess. First of all, that's not true at all. So I don't know where you're getting those numbers from. But yeah, I'd like to see your picks, Young Nasty. Who is it? Is it Guru? I feel like it's one of these YouTubers out there. I feel like a couple of them don't really like me, so I feel like it's one of them. All right, so we'll get to the bets real quick here. Everybody's saying, I don't know if it's not Guru. Me and Guru never really had any problems. I don't think it's Guru. If it is, no, it's not Guru. Come on, guys. It's not Guru. All right, anyway. Kyler Phillips, 2.5 units, minus 215. Puna Haley Soriano, minus 110, 1.5 units. CR Eubanks, minus 240, 2.5 units. Darren Elkins versus Minner, under 2.5 rounds, plus 145, 1 unit on it. Randy Costa, Adrian Yanez, fight doesn't go to decision. Minus 210, 2 units on it. Elkins wins in round 3, plus 1,800, quarter unit on it. My parlay, Ian Heinisch, parlayed with Soriano, Brendan Allen, under 2.5 rounds, plus 152, 1.25 units. Mickey Gall, Jordan Williams fight does not start round 3, plus 118, 0.5 units. And then Eubanks wins inside the distance, plus 150, half a unit on it. Yeah, I typically don't like to entertain the clowns, but sometimes I feel like doing it. Yeah, I don't know. All right, so yeah, again, guys, thank you so much for hanging out. Really do appreciate it as always, and we'll talk to you soon. If you want to hit me up on Twitter, I'm gonna be busy, but I'll try to hit you back. Twitter DFS_numbers, Instagram is DFS by the numbers. You can hit me up there, all the good stuff. Again, appreciate you guys hanging out. If you guys can leave a like on the way out, tune in to the show tomorrow, Stat Diggers. Me and Uncle Weezy going at it. I may or may not do a recap for tomorrow. Again, a 15 fight card next week. It's going to be hectic. I'm gonna have to wake up and just tape study all day. So we'll see if I'm ahead tomorrow on the tape study and all that. If I get some stuff done tonight, I'll do a recap. If not, we'll be back at it next week. So that's about it. Chat is going crazy. Appreciate that, guys. Appreciate you, Dan, hanging out. All you guys, James, peace out as well. Good luck, guys, and let's make some money. UFC Vegas 32. Let's get it, guys. See you guys.